learn about tech sales, you were probably confronted with the question, well, I've got sales experience, but I don't necessarily have tech experience. So how do I break in? And then that leads us to course careers, which we'll talk a bit about here today. But how did you discover course careers, and how did that help impact your trajectory to set you up for success?
Well, in terms of how did I find course careers, like I said before, Cyrus and Anthony O'Neill really kind of set the playing field for at least the name drop. That was when I first heard of course careers. And I did some research on Careerist and the other, or Coursera as well. But course careers just felt like the most affordable and fastest way to get into tech. And, when I look back on it, I'm really glad that I chose course careers because the community is like amazing. Like there's so many people a part of course careers that you could lean on for advice and tips and really get your foot in the door in terms of tech sales. So I really believe, course careers is the real reason I'm here now.
How did the community help?
Well, in terms of material getting through the course, staying motivated, they had a Discord chat where people that already are in their roles, they'll chat in there often, really instill us with motivation and inspiration just to keep going and pushing forward. And if we had any questions, study materials, they already had a study guide for us to really lay down the playing field. So, it wasn't as difficult. And they're really great in terms of just giving out information on what jobs are also hiring, interview tips, the whole nine, getting your LinkedIn profile set up. Their community is really great.
Yeah, I'm looking at your LinkedIn right here. You got the big account executive role on there. You got the former realtor. We're going to have to send you some leads. You get sell some houses on the side.
That would be perfect.
What was it about course careers that you think prepared you to land the role? Because you had the experience, to your point. You know what it's like to roll up the sleeves, to prospect a little bit. What do you think you learned in course careers that allowed you to separate yourself, to go right to account executive? Because that's pretty unique. A lot of folks would maybe go for an SDR, sales development rep role, but you've gone right into it seems like a closing type role along with prospecting. So
Yes.
Can you talk about what skills you learned in course careers that has equipped you to get the job? And I know you're still learning on the job,
Yes.
so let's focus on that stage.
So typically, mainly what I learned with course careers is how to find the perfect buyer persona and just how to source those leads using LinkedIn Navigator and different forms of prospecting, how to talk to the clients that you prospect, and certain books like how to influence people, fanatical prospect.
Oh,
Those books were really key, and I really love that fanatical prospecting book. It really instills the effort and what it really takes to really excel in the role. And the email template that we had to do for the project, I feel like that really even put me in the role as a project, but it kind of helped me really understand, like, okay, what is the role that I really have to do and how can I really excel in this role? All the tools that I learned in course careers, it really set me up to be able to do this job effectively without any surprises. Like I knew exactly what to expect, and really it was just knowing my company software in and out.
what do you hope that a career in tech sales will provide you?
I really hope that it provides me with the lifestyle that I want to live in terms of financially being independent and buying my first home. I want to be able to help my family as well. And I've told a lot of people about, tech sales as well. So I feel like that's another avenue that can be passive income. But I really want to be able to inspire people that maybe want to, change careers or look into something different and try it out, So I really want to be able to inspire others as well. But
If you could give yourself advice let's say 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, you were doing real estate. Maybe you're still doing a little bit of real estate. I know
Yeah.
you were starting to learn the course careers. Take yourself back to right before you decided to invest in course careers and learn the information. You said you were doing a lot of research. What
Yeah.
concerns did you have about really committing and saying, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this happen. I'm going to invest the money. I'm going to put the time in. Because I think a lot of people, they listen to the free intro course, which we'll link below if anyone wants to go learn more. But then they say, okay, do I really want to go for this? So what advice would you have for them?
So the advice I would have for them is really just take that leap of faith. Because what held me on the fence was it felt too good to be true. And I feel like that may be the common theme with people when they hear about course careers because, people are breaking into tech in 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, or less. And it's like they're making like over 50,000, 60,000, up to six figures. And it's like, wait, they don't have a degree. Some of these people don't have a degree. And it's like, so it's possible. And once I started telling myself it's possible, then I started telling myself I can do it as well. So it's like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I feel like if you think on that time and change your mindset on just what is available and what is out there, I feel like more people would be more intrigued to at least, get into the course and get a job in tech sales.
Now that you're starting to make some money consistently and you see this future ahead, you want to become financially independent, buy a house, help your family. I did notice that you talk about investment management, and we're not going to give everyone stock picks. I know you've revealed some of your big tech favorites there, but how do you think about having maybe a little bit more steady income with a base salary coming in and then just managing your money at this stage of your life?
So you're asking, how do I feel about that?
Yeah, just how do you think about it? Because clearly you like to invest. Not everyone's coming up here saying, you know what, usually we're focused on tech sales, and that's what we wanted to cover. But I think that this is just an interesting side topic about money and now making it and now thinking about investing it to set yourself up
Yes.
in the future. Because not a lot of people are thinking about that.
Yes. I like to think in the future because I've seen, because I've worked so many different jobs, I've seen people where they're pushing 70 to 80 years old and they're still working. And that to me seems very scary that you were forced to work and, you don't, because Social Security isn't going to pay for all of your expenses and the luxury or, the type of lifestyle people want to live realistically. And when it comes to that, people don't think about investing and really setting up for retirement or even think about retiring early. So these are things that I feel like, it's really important to me. And I feel like this job will be able to set me up